Hey guys, today I walk around the city of Tokyo and Olympic Stadium in a Japanese jersey. Let's see what their reaction is. So whenever you're doing these tests, you need a control. So the control group is me walking around in a regular clothes, or as regular as it can get. This green tank top covering up the Japanese jersey, and we're gonna see what people react to first. And then I'll reveal the Japanese jersey when I get to the stadium. Do they think I'm an athlete? Do they think I'm crazy? Do they think I'm cheering for Japan? We're gonna find out. Let's go. Actually, first, I need to get some food. So let's go get some food first. Right now I'm getting Tachihara ramen, which I've actually never had before, but it looks really good. I ordered one with really thick pork, so hopefully that tastes really delicious. We're about to wait for it and see. This place is really next to my Airbnb, so I'm super lazy, but I gotta eat. Oh, it's already here. Look at this. We have nori, onions, spinach, pork, but then the big piece is the big piece of pork that I added in here. So let's try this out. And I think there's noodles underneath. Oh, it's hot. I just burned my tongue. But it tastes good. Noodle test. The thin noodles compared, like similar to Hakata, so Hakata ramen noodles are thin, so they're very similar, but now it's time for the big thing. Try the pork out. Huge piece of pork, fatty pork. So good. It just melts, it just breaks down really easily. Oh my god. Okay, I don't have a lot of time. I want to see everyone's reaction when I get to the Olympic Stadium. So let's eat really quick and then let's roll. Meal eaten. Let's get to walking and see exactly what people think of me in a regular shirt. Maybe they just think I'm a crazy guy with a camera, so we'll see. Nice control, but we gotta have a control. 10 minutes, ready, go. We're starting off in the lovely city of Shibuya, and right away there's a biker who puts his head down because he doesn't want to be in the vision of this really cool Insta360 One X2, which has a nice application where you can actually do multi-angles or multi-views, so you can see in front of you, and also it tracks me to some extent, as you can see in the little upper right box. But right now, no one's really paying too much attention to me. They are probably paying some slight attention to the camera because I do see some glances, but for the most part, no one's really paying too much. Oh,
hello there.
He definitely paid attention. He was definitely looking. There was a couple individuals from the Italian team, I believe, and as I kept walking here, I did see people sort of pointing because I had the camera put way up in the sky on the long extension. So, of course, people are going to notice that. But in terms of noticing a foreigner walking through Shibuya, because it's in Tokyo, there's quite a bit of foreigners already. Now this part's really funny. I was walking in this area and I was following this cop, as you can see right here, and all of a sudden it just sort of piles up into more cops. But he was behind me initially, so it was sort of like, does he want to stop me with the camera? But he didn't. As we go through here, this is probably the most area where you're gonna find the most people trying to stare, because it gets really crowded here actually. And this is where the big Shibuya crossing is, so makes sense. But they're probably already accustomed to seeing people with the long extension sticks. Yep,
Hi.
He's definitely looking, look at that. And as we continue on, there's one more person who's gonna be looking, I noticed. And
Hello.
oh, there's another guy who was looking. Actually, there's another guy which I thought was funny, and it's this guy, a foreigner looking at another foreigner. So for the most part, I think I counted 4 people that were looking. Not too much, not bad. Next up, let's see if people notice me in a Japanese jersey. About to walk up to the stadium. This is the last time I'm gonna be wearing the green, and then it's time for a wardrobe change. And I say really quick. Me, really quickly we're done. Got everything in place. Let's see what everyone thinks of a guy in an old Japanese jersey. Wardrobe change is complete, and now I'm walking through, and yet again the same setup. But
Hello there.
people are definitely starting to stare. I mean, slight glimpses. They're not truly looking, but they're definitely looking out of the corner of their eye. This guy, you can sort of see he was glancing, but then he put his head forward. A lot of people will try to put their head forward. Like, yeah, they're definitely looking at the jersey because it says Japan. And honestly, they should be looking because this is literally a replica, or actually the real thing, see he's looking too, of a Japanese jersey. Even he's looking at it. He's a security guard within the Olympic Committee. But this is a replica of the 2016 Olympic team track and field jersey. So it makes sense. It's a real legit jersey, and I look like possibly some of the athletes here. Even though I'm not fully Japanese, a half Japanese is on the team, so it does make sense. She definitely was watching, which was hilarious because I was crossing the street and she was just waiting on the other side and was staring the whole time. Glad I got that. Now, walking through here, surprisingly, everyone just sort of wanted to just walk without really looking. I couldn't catch everybody, but it was just a huge crowd of people who just wanted to probably just cross the street. So, as we continue on, it's really interesting when you walk literally on the right side. So right here, I'm walking by the Olympic Stadium. And so, even though I have the jersey, what I've noticed is people are taking photos, really in their own world, and not really wanting to pay attention to some random guy walking down the street. And rightfully so. I mean, maybe they're taking photos from behind, but I can't tell because I definitely heard a couple people screaming out afterwards like, hey, look at that guy, in Japanese of course. Or mostly, you know what it was? I noticed a lot of kids who actually stopped and would be like, Mom, look, there's an athlete or something like that. And that sort of is funny, especially since I'm wearing the jersey right here. They didn't even want to be seen, but there's a gate straight ahead. If I walk through there, that's where the athletes go. Unfortunately, obviously I couldn't go. This part was funny because after these individuals walked by, I think the mom was telling her daughter that, oh, he looks like an Olympic athlete, which I thought was really funny. So that's the test. And as you can see, there was more people who definitely looked towards the camera, especially the second time around when I had the jersey on. And I want to say that's mostly because of the jersey and not the camera, because the second time around I had the camera about arm height, so shoulder height, not too high, so not sort of something that people are going to be staring at. But the jersey definitely got a lot of glances. Did they say anything? Not so much. Maybe they just thought I was just a foreigner who wanted to cheer for Japan. Either way, I thought it was a very interesting experiment, and hopefully you guys enjoyed too. That's the video for today. If you enjoyed, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel because I got a lot more. Also, I want to thank my friends over at Mika Studios for letting me borrow the Insta360 One X2 and making this a part of this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.